What is going on, guys? Today we're doing a solo bushcraft survival camping adventure. I'm stoked to do it. Let's get out. It's gonna be a long, we got about 2.5 mile hike. Let's get after it. Right now I'm packing about 60 pounds of gear, 2 miles to go. Oh boy, should not have gone to the gym today. We got tons of hog activity. That's comforting. We already walked this way. Eventually we're gonna come up where it's gonna be another split. We're gonna start curving. All right, we are almost there. It says the primitive camp is 0.2 miles away. I just heard something really big moving through the brush. We're gonna pick up the speed here. I don't like the idea of being stalked. Made it. 2.5 miles later, we finally made it to the campsite. Check this out. Now that I finally made it, I'm gonna go ahead, get my tent set up, get some fire going, and try and relax. I brought an axe so we can split some of the wood we got, show you guys a couple of techniques for that, something I've never done. And believe it or not, this is my first time actually camping out, by myself. I usually go in a group, it's fun, but I really wanted to push myself today and challenge myself, and I encourage you guys to do the exact same. Just push yourself and get out of that comfort zone. I'm gonna go ahead, fire's gonna be right there, clear out a little spot for the tent. I want it near the fire because it's gonna be pretty cold tonight. Get some sticks out of the way. I think we're ready to go. All right, let's set this thing up. Oh yeah. Something along those lines. Tent is kind of up. Now let's finish that off and get a fire going. The sleeping bag I'll be using for tonight, got at Wally World, aka Walmart. This is literally just a simple Ozark Trail 40-degree kind of comfort sleeping bag. Should do the trick tonight considering the temperature should be in the lows around 55, so I think we'll be sleeping pretty comfortably. For this next segment, we're gonna go ahead and do some basic log splitting real quick. So we have something that's a little bit smaller to put in the fire. I'll get that going, get some food cooking. This is small, about 1 foot long. And then a big key to doing this is you want some kind of log that you can brace with. When you're swinging, you're not gonna have the possibility of hitting yourself. Put one that's about the same length. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that there. All we're gonna do, we're not trying to whack this. We're literally just gonna hold it like this and basically just get a groove right in here. There we go. You got a split on one side. And the tricky part when you do get the axe head stuck in here like that is you don't want to twist it side to side, put unnecessary strain on these edges. What you should do is move the wood instead. Until it splits. Not quite all the way through, but you can see right here, if I can get those to connect, we'll have a nice little bit of firewood. Set it up and literally just try to hold it on top and get a groove. That'll work. Something along those lines. So I did bring some lighter fluid. I brought matches, a backup lighter, and then our kind of big light. Fire, baby. Really making our own fire. That was kind of cheating, but being out here by myself, never doing this before, I think it's a good start. We didn't start the fire. We got fire, baby. I gotta say, there's just something so therapeutic about gathering firewood. I'll tell you guys what, having to sustain a fire out here makes you appreciate how good we actually have it back in town. It's as easy as flipping a switch. Out here, it's work. but it's cool. I mean, you really get to kind of reconnect, get back to the roots. A solid pro tip when gathering firewood, if you have the opportunity to pick off branches and limbs from a tree like this that is suspended, I would shoot for those as opposed to maybe picking stuff off the ground if it had rained recently. That's a pro tip coming from not a pro. We're finally gonna get to the good part. We're gonna have some hot dogs. Oh yeah, they're coming along now. Just got a missed call from my buddy Max. Check out Moose Juice Fishing if you haven't already. Planning to go up to headwaters again. Oh yeah, get toasty. Do you guys hear that? Absolutely nothing. The sound of silence. That's a beautiful thing. It's that time of the episode where we sit next to the fire and enjoy a little bit of bourbon. So it's probably been about an hour since I had picked up my camera, but I just want to make a point to say that there is definitely a right and a wrong way to feed a fire. Check this out. See how this is stuff kind of scattered on top just randomly? Don't do that. What you should do is place sticks underneath your main support logs. That way it's kind of feeding and driving that heat and energy up. Woo! More firewood. Alright, so I'm done feeding the fire for tonight. Had dinner. It's been a good night so far. I'm gonna get some rest though. I am exhausted from today's hike, and I will see you guys in the morning, bright and early. Ew! Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. It was a bit of a chilly night, to say the least, not gonna lie. Sleeping bag was pretty awesome though. If I didn't have that, I probably would have froze to death out here. Just got a quick fire going, trying to get warm. The sun is starting to come up over the tree line, which is awesome. I'm gonna enjoy this fire for probably another 30 minutes, and then we're gonna get hiking back. Another pro tip I have for you guys would be, if you are out here doing this by yourself and you find yourself, obviously snapping twigs and breaking little branches all night, eventually your hands are gonna get worn out after a while. I've been lifting weights for years now, and if you can see, I've got some meaty little calluses. That's still not gonna stop these branches and limbs from kind of scraping the tops of your hands up, because you're bending them all over in different directions. So maybe bring a pair of gloves. That probably will save the tops of your hands after a while. Other than that, just keep on keeping on. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pack up camp now. Enjoy the rest of this little fire that I've got going. I'm gonna strap the GoPro on for my hike back. Once I get back to my house, I'll give you guys a complete rundown of kind of what I thought of this whole experience. And in doing that, I hope to be able to inform you guys. If I did something that could have been improved upon in this video, go ahead and comment down below. I'd love to hear it. I'm new at this, and I'd just like to encourage you guys to go out and try it yourselves. So that being said, I'll see you guys on the trail. You can see I've got way less to carry back. Burn all the wood, drink the big 2-gallon thing of water. That's it. Campground's cleaned up. Got all my trash. We are hitting the road. Looks like we're on a beach now. Look at this beautiful Florida white sand. All right, we are back in the studio. First thought after going on that adventure and that solo hike is that it was intense. I felt like there was definitely times where I wasn't prepared. Things I wish I would have done differently would have been to not bring so much firewood. That was an absolute pain in the ass, hiking almost 3 miles. And at the end of the day, it ended up being a great little adventure. I definitely learned quite a bit, and hopefully after you guys watch this video, you picked up maybe a thing or two as well. Also, if you guys did enjoy this adventure and you want to see me go on another one like this, comment down below. Make sure you subscribe so you can catch up and keep up with the adventures. Also, make sure you follow us on Instagram. Link to that stuff will be in the description. And if you guys go on any adventures that are similar to this, go ahead and tag me in them. I'd love to see what you guys are up to. That being said, I'm Mitch. Don't forget to live for today. We'll see you next time.